Greetings everyone, we've got a cup of coffee and we have the chocolate. Now do you remember yesterday I bought this watch? Well, it arrived yesterday, and on discovering it I noticed this disaster here. The case is all cracked in three places and coming round here. Now this can't be repaired. You could glue them sort of things, but they just don't last very long, and I don't want to have a watch like this with glued case. I like things to be original and looking absolutely beautiful. Anyway, having a little rummage through my box of old Casios, I actually stumbled across this. Now when I bought this 2 years ago, or maybe a little bit longer than that, the guy sent it to me and it didn't even have a sensor in there. It all works, just the batteries run out. It didn't have a sensor. So it's just by luck I have one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything out of here and swap it in this watch here. And while we've done that, and also I'm going to put the straps on there as well. And then we can look at this crack in more detail and see how bad it is. So I'm going to show you how to swap all this stuff over quite easily. Well, we hope it's easy. Nothing ever is. So let's crack on with it. First, we'll turn them around and we're going to put this stuff on this side and this one on this side. Let's start by taking, let me zoom in so you can see it better. Let's take this case off there. By the way, I bought a super rare watch that I didn't even know it existed. And I had to double take and double check what I bought because I have never even heard of it. Right, let's take this off. So I'll take this off at the same time on this one. Let's use this. Be quick. Oh god, can't even see it, can you? Ding 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 ding. Now these are both Japan models. So first we're going to take this and dismantle it completely, and then I'm going to transfer all this stuff into this watch. So you can't just pull this module out here. There's no springs on here either, by the way. So you can't just lift this whole module up and put it over there. This module is held down by these 4 screws here with a cage, and then this cage and the black thing will come out, and then the PCB board, and then the the glass. So first let's undo this. It does work, this, but you can't take your pulse because you've got no sensor there, so all that comes up is just like error. So that's like that. Let's put that over here, and then this PCB board here will just lift up, hopefully. Yeah, sometimes they come intact like this with the zebra strip and the glass. When they do come like that, there is literally no point ever taking the glass off and cleaning it or whatever you want to do, because the fixture there is perfect. You want to leave it like that, of course, unless of course it doesn't work. So this is what we're left with here. I'm hoping that's the inside, or is that outside? Well, let me just give that a little wipe. Actually, let me just blow it. Now, when I bought this, I didn't know it didn't have anything with it. Oh, it's just the seal that come out there. So when it was sent to me, I was like, "Excuse me, sir. Where's the rest of it?" Give it a little wipe, give it a blow. Let me give it a proper wipe. Right, that's all nice and clean. Right, so what we've got to do is I'm going to take this off here. Now, if you notice, this one here has 1, 2, 3 springs, and there should be some underneath this board as well. That's where, because of sensors. So first, we do exactly what we did before. We take these 4 screws off. By the way, I've just noticed, so these are the flat screws on here. The screws are on the outside were the wrong way around. So they used the outside screws on the inside and the inside screws on the outside. That's the problem with buying these watches, you see. So let's take these springs out before we lose them. There's one here, and the gold one. Always remember the silver springs, they're the piezo springs, always go nearest to the battery. So if you ever get confused. So take this PCB board here off. Oh look, and the glass is nice and stuck on that one as well. So we're going to leave it like that. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to sip on my coffee. And this is what's missing on that one, is that sensor and this spring. So we're going to take this spring out here. Before we do that, let's push all these buttons back. That goes back, that goes back, ding, ding. Right, so now we're going to get this spring and we're going to lower it in this hole. We're going to pick this sensor up here. And lower it in there. And all we've got to do now is drop this inside here. Give it a little wiggle. There's some location pins on here, so it should just slide in there. And that one didn't. That's it. Just turn it around, have a look. Beautiful. Right, now the next one we're going to do is, so it needs a gold spring. So already there's a gold spring there, see it? Now there's another gold spring, which was, where is it? This one here, and that goes where, let's have a little look at this. So you see where it says, it's not says, it's got a little 9 there. That's where this gold spring goes. Oh, hold on, have I done that right? I think I have done that wrong. Let's just take this out again. The gold spring will go, oh, the gold spring would go there. The gold ones, oh my god, the gold one's always the ones furthest away. So the gold one goes in here, and there's another spring. Where's that one? Is it this one? Yep, and that one will go nearest there. And now we've got to put this on here. Now the way to do that is to lift this up, because you don't want these springs falling out. So put it in such a way that the springs won't fall out. Now it is a bit tricky doing this because you don't want the PCB board falling out and the springs falling out as well. So just put it in such a way that you could lower it down. And now you want to, where's that pin gone? So you want to get these bars here over the buttons. And sometimes it's best just to get the ones that are flat, which I think is these ones, is it, or not? Yes. They will go in there and just screw it down very lightly, just to get a bit of grip. Or until it passes, until that passes over the buttons. And we do the same on this side. Oh my god, where's that spring gone? Here it is. And we will just push these in here. Right, so we've got to get the pin and just push these over, so when you push the button, it's actually pushing that on there. And you do the same on this side. Perfect. And then we just give it one more little tweak. Never ever tighten anything that has resin. That's the wrong screw. So I'm going to take that screw out of there. We need a flat one. Is it this one here? That's the one. Do you know what? Hold on. Flat. That's the wrong one as well. Bloody normal. Is this the flat one? That's the flat one. I run out of black gloves. I can't work with these stupid things because they're too big. What's wrong with it? What's going on here? Something's wrong here. Something is wrong. Let's have a look. Is this the flat one? That's a flat one. Ding, ding, ding. Do you know what? Have I picked up the wrong screws or what? Because something here is not right. Right, where's the flat ones? I'm sorry, I just can't work with these gloves. Right, where's the flat one? No, that's a flat one. Wonderful. Right, let's give this an AC reset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Right, so we're going to get this rubber seal here. Give it a little wipe over. And a bit of grease, of course. And there's one more spring to go in here. And that spring will go, where would it go? There. Oh. We'll do another AC reset. Whenever you put a new spring in there, always do an AC reset. Even if you've just done one. But if you forgot the spring, right, make sure we've got the right screws here because they were wrong before. make sure this works. And the beep. Wonderful. Where's that other screw? God, it's all flat. What's happened here? That's all flat. Oh my God. Let's have a look. Oh, so the guys put the wrong screws in here. That's why I'm picking up the wrong ones. So these are the ones that I need. Let me show you the difference. So if I zoom in here, the ones that always goes on the case, I don't know if you can see that or not, are domed slightly on the top. The ones that are internal have got a flat top. So that's how you know. And also you know as well because the thread is different on them. And it's very tight in there. Right, let's take these bands off. This strap is very rare, very hard to find. Once these break, that is it. Very, very hard to find. It's a shame that this is cracked because it's in excellent condition. It's better than this one. And there we are. Let me give you a little wipe over because my grubby hands are on there. I do like these. These are very hard to find. Out of all the BP watches, BP is blood pressure. So there's another one here. And there's the BP 200, the BP 100. What's this one here actually? BP 100. This very limited on features. This I don't think this has the stopwatch functions or anything. Now before I think on this particular watch, I've not used one of these for a long time. I think before you can do your blood pressure, you have to put your data in here. I think it's there. But let's try it anyway. So the way these work is, let me just put it on my wrist. So the way these work is, it has to be on your wrist. You can't really just put your fingers on it. So once it's on your wrist, it gets the blood pressure from there. Now, how do we do that? Is it here? And that one, I think. Can't remember now. Or is it just that one? I think we can go to demo mode, hold it in, put two fingers on there, and I think it will be 20 seconds or something like that. The little black heart would change to red and pulsating. Just give it a little while. That's it. You see what it's doing now? Now, I'm sure you're supposed to put your data in here first to get an accurate reading, or it might just say error or retry. I think it's retry 3 on here, if I remember rightly. Can't remember now. Yes, retry. So you see what it says there. Zoom in for you. That's the data you need to input. That and that. But yeah, we got it. I'm glad it's working though, and I'm glad I got the original straps. So that's it. Right, thanks for watching. You take care.